constantly. But Alliance are going to take the Witch Doctor, so purple strategy in full effect up in the top.
Yeah, go purple. This is classic Alliance pick. They like the, like if you see these three heroes, for example, it's an Alliance pick. If you would make a quiz, a lot of people would guess it, I guess. Slardar, Venge Spirit. There's gonna be a farming Venge. They have some options. They can be farming Venge, or it can be offlane Slardar, Witch Doctor plus one more support, or they can run dual Witch Doctor plus Slardar supports and Venge farming.
Yeah.
Depends
Definitely.
how they want to do it.
One of these guys is going to be a core. That's what we know for sure. Like either Venge or Slardar
exactly.
are going to be a core.
Woo! Go cores. In this patch, I think this patch is not explored enough. There's so much heroes waiting in the line, like pick me, pick me. One example, at Dota Pit, I was cheering for Enigma off lane so many times, and I don't know, at semifinals or at the finals, they started to pick it.
Quite strong. Yeah, we've seen that more than a few times, and I don't think we're going to see it. Well, there's a chance we could out of Alliance, but I have a feeling that's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe an Underlord could be something to go for. They're going to take the Juggernaut and also the Necrophos. So Liquid have a ton of early pushing potential out of this lineup, at least in terms of like grouping up Death Ball destruction stuff. And if Coddle gets into a decently timed Aghanim Scepter, you start thinking about the constant sustain that they're going to have as well. It's going to be really tough for Alliance to deal with this. What do you think they need?
Oh, it's gonna be a farming Necrolite. That's what they've been playing. So maybe an Invoker on mid to seal the deal with Forge Spirits. Just have that early mid game and then just end the game through the mid game, probably with all those heal coming mana supply from Keeper of the Light and Necro. So they can just stand outside the base and just hit it if the game goes in their favor in terms of taking the tier 1, tier 2 towers easily, which I think they should.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that that's something that you have to be concerned about with Alliance. And they bulk up a little bit. Like, Witch Doctor is no slouch in the early game. He's going to be able to throw out those coconuts, mess things up a little bit, the heals that can come as well. But Bands now in Alliance with the last pick, looking for their mid hero. It's sort of weird. Maybe a Shadow Fiend? Like, it feels like it would just fit within the ethos of everything else they've got.
It's banned. It's a good idea, but it's banned.
There he is. That's why I got you here. Always there to correct me when I'm saying stuff that's silly. What do you like then? Is Ember? Oh, okay. Yep. All right. I'm doing it again.
That's your...
Yeah, we're good. We'll leave it there for a second. They didn't ban the Invoker, so they're not afraid of that. What do you like then? Is Ember? Oh, okay. Yep. All right. I'm doing.
They went for Terrorblade, which is actually a really cool ban. I don't know if Liquid plays that. I didn't check. I didn't see any Terrorblades in their last games, but it would fit them really well. I love how Alliance is thinking. That would be, for example, a mid. They could switch mid Terrorblade or safe lane Terrorblade, Necro mid. They can swap these heroes so easily. Both can work, but I'm still thinking about Invoker for Team Liquid.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe a Tinker as well.
Yeah, either one of those could probably get picked up by either team. I would imagine Alliance right now maybe a little bit afraid because they don't have a ton of out spam, so that might not be a bad idea for them either. I don't know if...
Yeah, you're correct. They don't have any anti-push besides those coconuts you mentioned.
Maybe... I don't know if I've seen Limp play it. I mean, I'm sure that he'd be able to, but something that I just haven't personally seen him play.
Yeah, that's really not a good anti-push. Just Witch Doctor stun and Wave of Terror. That's it. They need something else.
Yeah. Particularly this type of lineup. Well, taking their time with this last pick for Alliance. I guess Puck is an option too, although that would be kind of sketch. I think Tinker is probably the pick here. I don't know what else they're sort of debating about.
Puck can work as well. They have a good initiation, some control for Panda, which they lack besides those, I don't know, stuns. OD.
Ooh. I'm wondering if they were worried about Tinker because Storm Spirit's still in the pool, maybe? That could have been a problem. Although, with the OD taken, this is more of just that, like, beat them down, do a ton of damage. Could be a pretty devastating combo if you manage to find a Slardar Crush into a Sanity's Eclipse.
Yeah, plus minus armor from Slardar, and then just Outworld Devour with those orbs hitting so hard. And they have a lot of sustain. Alliance pick. They have Astral Imprisonment for saving. They have Witch Doctor heal. They have Juggernaut heal. They have Swap. Pretty much a lot of stuff to focus on.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
If you use ulti with Necrolite and Outworld Devourer puts him down with Prison, what happens? Does he gets the damage? Probably no.
I am not entirely sure about that mechanic. I don't play either of those
hope,
heroes.
I hope we see it.
Yeah. And there it is.
There's the Invoker.
So what do you think it was that Alliance opted to give them that instead of the Terrorblade?
Because of Terrorblade, they have good right-click damage later on, and Terrorblade just is good at that, just using his refraction. But they don't have anything to deal with those illusions. I mean, they had OD, but I don't think it works. He needs to be in range. But once they gather as 5, if it was a Terrorblade, it would cause so much problems, much more problems.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, game number 1, Alliance facing off against Liquid, and this one is set to be a bit of a doozy. Mind Control going to be playing the Brewmaster in the offlane. He had an amazing game the other day on this hero where they were able to take the win, and I think that right now Liquid the favorites, although probably not as heavily as it was against the Na'Vi series. The Na'Vi, obviously, in their very first games with their new team, a lot of nerves maybe, or just trying to gel together perfectly well. And now Liquid, they're facing an Alliance squad that's been together a little bit longer. Wards placed down. Anything that you're noticing early about lanes that might concern you going into the start of this one?
Well, they'll just go for a triple lane top as Alliance, try to get as much as they can from it, free farm on Loda, and just get some levels by pooling and trying to pressure the tower early on. Okay, they want to go with a smoke, but GH...
He actually walks into that one, realizing that he might have gotten ran down by the rest of the side of the Alliance.
Good place for him to stay, to break up that smoke.
And the horn goes off, and it looks like Mind Control is going to be able to steal away this rune. We also have another one from Liquid taken over here. So a 2-for-2 exchange, and as long as Mind Control doesn't take too much harassment heading out of here, he should be okay, although it is going to be... Nah, I can't get there in time. But I'm kind of curious, what's your thought on the Slardar in the offlane position? It's not something that we've seen all that often. More often than not now, it's been the Slardar as position 4. Do you still think this hero is good?
As an offlaner, I think it works so much better as position 4. You will get the same amount of farm, and the hero does the same thing pretty much. So I think it's a waste, but let's see how this works.
Yeah, we'll have to keep our eyes on it.
Yeah, he has a boost of speed. He's gonna get some levels at bottom, some few less hits. Rubik can't harass him at the bottom enough. Especially if he went for a stout shield and that kind of a build to tangos and the healing salve. Been much better for him, but he's gonna still get the levels.
Yeah.
Rock is just gonna try to pull. He has Orb of Venom on Slardar. Well, once that Slardar gets let's say level 3 and the next rune's gonna spawn, he can just try to go mid, and if you OD Imprisonment's Invoker, it's a secure kill for them.
All right, now this is an interesting little movement that we've got here from Alliance. They're going to smoke up. They realize that nobody was contesting up top as GH and Mind Control were trying to clear out these camps. They've stacked it up again and have been farming it pretty consistently, but that does mean now that with this rotation in, if they can find these kills and maybe even steal away a couple creeps, it could be a pretty strong moment, but just going to Shrine, and it does look like they're going to not be able to find it as of yet, though they'll stick around for a second. Scary stuff coming out. I mean, they're just watching. Do they soak up experience here, or do they try and go on them?
They're just taking the XP, maybe just waiting for a few creeps to be left, so the cask has a max effect. Yeah, they're gonna try to go now, probably.
God,
Panda goes.
It feels
goes
like
near.
Liquid already realized this is happening.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, no, right now.
Go, go, go. Handskin. Stun connects. Okay, Cask gonna go out now as well. Bounces back to the Centaur. Gets him again. And they do have no more reveal, no more damage. Oh, it is gonna be enough for the kill.
Nice play.
EGM picks it up. And now the rotation from Kuro. They want to fight a little bit. He looks like Handskin was going back for the creep again. Sunstrike coming in from Miracle. And that's going to pick him off. So, well played.
Yeah, Kuro just saving that Fade Ball. Doesn't want to use it. See, he trusts his mate on middle with that Sunstrike.
And this also does reveal for Liquid there's a ward up here on the high ground spotting out their movements, and so they're all going to back out again. Well, Limp maybe in some trouble, going to pull back in, but Miracle is taking a lot of damage right now, anticipating the dodge, but, well, Limp was anticipating that he was going to go there, or he just wasn't paying attention. One or the other.
Well, it worked out for him, so... Yeah, they're both teams gonna use Shrine. Heal up. Made this full HP, full mana on OD. So is Miracle.
Down here bottom, Handskin rotates in, and they do force out the Ghost Shroud, so for about 20 seconds, Matumba Man has to be at least a little bit afraid if they brought in another Sunstrike. Meanwhile, where the heck was that? I guess... looking for Jonas, I guess.
Honest Larder, yeah.
They didn't end up finding him, obviously. And over here to the side, GH a little bit too far out, ends up getting taken down. EGM finds the kill with the Maledict proc, and 2-for-1 exchange so far across the board.
I'm wondering what Necro is gonna build. The hero can be built in so many ways.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you like in the context of this draft that they're facing against?
Well, I was thinking about Mech, but I don't think he will go for it because they need to secure late game if they fail to push early on. So he's just gonna skip it, but they don't have any natural Mech carrier. Okay, G is gonna die top again.
Yeah.
Nice bounces from Witch Doctor.
And Mind Control is also... They're trying to play this pretty aggressively, but the ward down is giving them all the vision in the world.
These rotations, they're gonna go on Necro now. You see all these rotations?
Oh, yeah.
On
Nice
top,
done.
they have to go.
I don't know if they're going to be able to kill him. Look at all the regen that he gets from that. Ghost Shroud, just so good.
All right. But this is the classic Dota right there. You try to force a TPs from other support, so your carry is left alone, and then the other team makes a move on you.
Oh,
They know
Kuro.
you can't come.
They're going to have
Kuro
this.
is invis.
This is
Kuro
really
is
nice,
invis.
too,
They
'cause-
have a sentry ward, but it doesn't reach him.
Well, and they're going to be able to throw out the Sunstrike on the lift, so they're obviously going to be able to hit it. They drop it down a little bit late, pull him back in, is going to connect, and Imprisonment, Handskin here to try and break it up, but just going to drop the meatball
Wow,
down.
that meteor.
And that is going to also make sure that they kill off Handskin. Miracle just enough mana to get that combo off.
Really good play, that lift into Sunstrike.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And good coordination as well, to know where to place it and, just keeping in communication with this team. That's one of those plays that occasionally ends up getting messed up when, there's not that level of communication. As rotation comes in just to keep load off the back of the tower.
Loda being level 6 has a mango, clarity on. He'll soon have for the combo if needed.
We're also noticing that at this point in time, a lot of this energy that's been moved down towards the bottom lane and pressure being applied to Matumba Man, it has resulted in at least a little bit, like 5 CS. All right, now it's back up to even again as he clears out the creep wave. Yeah, they're still even. Both safe lanes doing fine. Both mids pretty okay. Invoker maybe a little bit behind here. In going into the sort of next stage of this, do you feel like one team is more happy with how it started?
It's pretty even, I guess. I think both teams are equally happy. If you watch, they have the same amount of farm. Safe lane, mid, off lane, pretty much the same amount. They're gonna go on Necrolite now.
Trying to
This
kill
time
him
it's
off.
gonna. This time he's gonna die.
Ghost Shroud, yeah, not nearly enough. The Sunstrike comes through as well. They're gonna hope to get something on the back of that, but couldn't end up happening, and well, they end up having to back out. That's another little interaction we didn't talk about, but Sunstrike after the Reaper's Scythe is a pretty nice combination.
Yeah, it is. That's what I wanted to mention before the game, but you were too fast, man. Oh, Panda.
Yeah, EGM looking for it. They can get the slow out with the Drunken Haze if they want to, but Sunstrike gonna not quite connect. This should still be the death of him. Limp can't get
Nice
there in
play.
time.
Panda is not level 6 yet. Oh, only one level in Orb. It's gonna be enough.
Jeez. Pretty swift kill there. The damage coming out from the Astral Imprisonment fairly large at this point, but they do still have the Kato who can keep the waves pressured out, and they won't be pressed in too much.
Let's see, well, Jug stayed bottom. He TP'd bottom to secure the kill on that Necrolite. He still has ultimate. Just needs one more rotation to get even maybe one more kill. Even though it's no.
Wow.
Dire's
Just
bottom
that
tower
quick.
is under
Only
attack.
takes a second. Rubik throws out his Fade Bolt and enough for the kill. And no Sunstrike was even needed for that one either, so pretty huge stuff as Mind Control up in the top lane. Gonna actually pop the ulti for this one, looking to chase down Limp, and Sunstrike follow up on top of it. A lot of damage being dealt out. They are going to be able to run him down in just a second. Tried to go for the imprisonment, but got hit by the stone first. Lift up. They do also have the Slardar in the area, though, so Mind Control in some trouble. Gonna need to run out of here. He pops the slow to try and create that separation and might be able to make it happen. Looks for it. No, he's dead. Can't get out.
GH. Yeah, he's gonna.
So
Loda is wasting a lot of time just running back and forth. Went bottom. Well, he got that one kill, then died, and just running around.
yeah. And
Necro 10 CS ahead of him.
you're starting to see the net worth as well swing back into their favor. It's the top 3 of the top 4 are all on Team Liquid's side. I will say that I think that Alliance's draft has like a lot more burst potential with Slardar being able to get that Blink Dagger Crush eventually, but he's still very, well actually he's halfway there. Jonas has been able to have a decent time.
It will be a decent timing on that Blink Dagger. It's 10-minute mark. He lacks 1.1k gold. He
Well,
doesn't buy it. Oh, those Sun Strikes, they just don't miss.
God. Yeah, it's
Midas is up on Invoker. Good timing on that one as well. Level 10 Invoker, 10-minute mark.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with, and every one of those individual kills, like we talked about how important it is for him to get that Blink Dagger up and online. And meanwhile, over here in the jungle, they have been able to run down EGM. DD Rune on Mind Control picks up the kill.
Panda blew up Weedy.
A little bit of farm there as well. Should have a decent time with that. He's probably going to get his Blink Dagger up before the Slardar does. And apparently Dota 2, is yours crashing?
No, I'm fine.
What the heck is going on? I'm still hearing game sounds, but it's crashed. Dota
Okay,
has been acting really funny.
radio transmission back to 1945, boys. So, if you have no video, Matumba Man trying to go and Slardar, but they're gonna wrap around him in a smoke of deceit. Oh, he can sense it. Swap coming out from Venge. Let's see if they have enough damage. Oh, that Necrolite is so goddamn tanky. Another Sunstrike combo.
Oh my
with
God.
Reaper Sight.
So right now, is it pretty much just like Liquid get it running right after Navi? I'm so upset.
There's a lot of tower diving.
Okay.
And you're back in, my bro.
Oh my God, what the hell? Dota 2, stop it. Don't want any more bugs. All right. Fight recap. That will save our lives, I'm sure. Apparently, Witch Doctor died.
Witch Doctor, Venge, and Rubik died. And that's it. Necrolite is so tanky. You don't want to tower dive that guy. I think they learned their lesson now. Plus, he has a 4-staff right now.
Handskin is chasing after GH, and Mind Control. Oh, Juke's out and away, limp. The ankle's broken a little bit. They will be able to probably run. Actually, I don't know if they can run down GH. He is going to have a TP scroll. Can they get into range?
No
They're
mana,
actually
no
ran
mana
away.
on him.
Oh, limp. He walked the other direction. All right, that's unfortunate.
If you look at Invoker being level 11, having Midas and Point Booster, and you see OD, who's not even close to his Midas, 600 gold away. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
And Panda got his Blink Dagger.
Right. It's really feeling like this stage. There's a very strong possibility that we just get a huge team fight that's going into the favor of Liquid with these team fight ultimates up online, and particularly the timing before that Slardar picks up his Blink, which is still about 500 gold away.
Yeah, Liquid's timings on items are so much better. If you look at Invoker and Panda, plus Necro. They have so much more to fight. They just want to force a fight right now with that Panda Blink Dagger.
Mid lane, Limp. He's used the Astral offensively. Matumbaman was walking in, but you can see Alliance just immediately going to back out. They don't want to end up putting this at risk. He's so close to his Midas, and if he can manage to finish this off, well, then you can start at least catching up a little bit. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess that
Loda
they
got
can
that
fight.
got that Alpha Wolf, just some extra damage to deal on the tower. He can solo push it. Liquid
Dire's
trying to get
middle tower is
the
under
hands on
attack.
tier 1 tower on mid as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Good ward placement by Kuroki. But they know something is up, so they just leave it.
Has fallen.
Yeah, this is really disheartening, I'm sure, right now for OD. He's just been sort of walking around this entire time. Finally is going to be able to get his Midas recipe brought out to him because the courier wasn't there. And I mean, they're just going to get ran down. This is the lineup of Liquid that we were worried about, this type of play that they're making. And Miracle, he's only 800 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, it's gonna make a huge difference. And look at Keeper of the Light. He has a 4-staff as well. Look where they're hiding. This is really good spot to be.
Oh, yeah.
Panda and Keeper of the Light.
I guess the plus...
Juggernaut.
They're down here pressuring the tower, which is the plus side for Alliance. Kuro's going to actually come back and defend against this, so they won't get a free tower at the very least.
Yeah, Juggernaut has a good split push. Plus, they can't stop him from split pushing besides Necro ulti if he tries to spin TP. Plus, he has an Alpha Wolf and Ring of Aquila, so he pushes really fast.
Top lane, Mind Control is out here, and they don't really feel that scared of anything that Alliance could be doing. It just does not feel like Alliance are in a position where they can try and make any type of move around the map aggressively until we, maybe get something down in the bottom lane. You do have a 7,500 net worth lead for Liquid and right around 4,000 experience, but this could turn around in an instant depending upon how the next few minutes go. Kuroki jumped upon. Are they they use the Omni Slash for that?
Yeah, 2 TPs coming right away, but nothing's gonna come out from that. There's even dominated creep that burned all Panda's mana.
So at this
We
point,
see a lot of...
if you're Liquid here, do you feel comfortable trying to pressure now that you know that Omni's down?
Liquid is trying to fight for quite some time, but they didn't manage to find the fight. Meanwhile, Invoker dies with that Slardar Blink Dagger. Just too good at initiation. Just having haste all the time with sprint, so easy to initiate.
So this to me now, like if you end up losing Miracle in the mid lane or up there in the top, you're kind of just lost a ton of the momentum, and now they're going to also take down GH. Liquid are really starting to fall apart here, and nice 4-staff away by Matumba to help keep his buddy there.
Yeah, I got your back, bro. Well, they need to find a fight, but they're afraid of split pushing. one thing the Liquid can do is just try to be on the lane where Alliance tries to split push and then just recall one of the heroes because their lineup is 5 versus 5 oriented. It's not that doesn't have any gank potential at the moment.
Yeah. I also see Rubik up in the top lane doing that type of thing where he, backs out, make sure that they're not pressuring the towers at the very least. But I mean, is there any other type of item that they might be waiting for to start trying to really go for pushes, or do you think that Team Liquid are just happy playing this into the later stages, late stage games?
Well, they can still win the late game with these heroes, especially when they get their items up with Coral and Necro, all those Aghanims coming out from them. They even have one on the Invoker. So they can even try to go for Roche or just trying to find a kill.
Smoke
They
play.
want to go around.
Kuroki is here, and they have another smoke if they need to use it, but it looks like their eyes are up top, and well, they don't spot out Limp yet. If they knew he was there, they would definitely go and make that movement. Jonas, standing guard on the high ground, throws out the amp damage, then blinks away, and well, that actually is going to end up being a failed smoke for Liquid.
Meanwhile, there's a lot of farm for base for Juggernaut.
Can they get this kill? Oh, they got the bash. That might be enough. Tornado. All right, they lifted up Deafening Blast back, so Limp is going to be disarmed at least for a moment. Sunstrike comes out, not on the mark, but they jump forward with Mind Control, pop the ulti, and going to chase down Limp. On the other side, GH is left alone, fending back Jonas away, so they're not going to have the Slardar in this fight as they throw out the Witch Doctor ultimate. Tumberman taking a ton of damage, a Ghost Shroud going to keep him alive. Handskin, they drop the ulti onto his head as the Crush comes out, and Omni Slash as well. Oh, Loda making it happen. Kuroki, though, did steal Death Ward. I don't think that it's enough. The nice blink away by Mind Control before the damage ticks start coming in, and he is going to keep the run going.
They're going for more.
They're going to want to take this. Nice Blinding Light pushback.
Let's see if they can chase. Flarder is out of mana, actually. They're just going to go back, both of them. It's 2-for-2 trade. Necro, Invoker versus OD and Venge. They blew so much time trying to focus on that OD. Then he used second spell on him and just... They wasted so much time. Meanwhile, focused the Necro with Maledict and Slardar, so he just insta-died.
Yeah.
Tanked a little bit, though, but died after that.
I think also the fact that they were able to get the initiation off initially onto Invoker and bring him down to pretty low HP. He was already super squishy when the fight started, really. So a tough little combination there. And I think that right now, if you're Liquid, you're still probably feeling okay, though, right? Like 2,500 net worth leave at this stage, or would you start to be more worried?
Well, they had so much more advantage, then they got picked off twice. So they're just gonna take it slow from here. They really can't gank. I mean, what they need to gank is Panda to blink and use ultimate, plus one more hero, plus Sunstrike. That's how they need to gank. They don't have that much potential to gank at this moment. They need to gather as 5, but they need more items.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, 11-12, and game pulled back to about on parity. The big scary thing, though, is that if you are the side of Team Liquid and you're going for more of this, just trying to carefully push out the lanes approach, eventually a jump in from Blink Slardar is going to find him and, well, runs into GH. Oh, just a little bit off the mark there. Blinding Light pushback is going to be able to run away. Maybe not. Jonas doesn't find him.
I'm surprised they still didn't take the tier 1 tower bottom. There it goes. The OD denied it. They could have made some fancy ass plays. Just try to go for it. Alliance just smoked. Has a Maelstrom on Juggernaut. It's gonna deal so much more damage in the team fights.
Yeah. I've been pretty impressed with their movement so far, and the fact that they've been able to get, like, maybe you could say some of it is misplays by Liquid slightly, but by and large, Loda and Alliance have been playing this quite well. Trying to find those.
Oh, they're going for Roche, but Sunstrike scouted them. There's that healing ward. There it is. Aegis picked up by Juggernaut. They're trying to make some play on bottom.
Oh, they got him. Limp in trouble. They dropped the ulti as well. Everything used. And, well, they're actually going to try and fight this, but they have Panda ulti out, and that's going to be one lift up on the Witch Doctor, so he's not going to be there. They jump onto Kroki as well. Stun onto Jonas. Another lift onto Venge. And it looks like they're going to be able to keep him safe for the moment, at least. Kuro's still in trouble, is going to end up getting taken down. So Liquid don't want to help out their buddies. They just back out, farm out the other lanes.
Still a good trade for Liquid, trading OD for Rubik, Panda ult, and that's fine. Meanwhile, Invoker free farming mid, and Keeper of the Light farming top, just pushing the lane. He's getting really close to his Aghanims.
Wow. It's scary how much farm he's been able to get. Currently above the Slardar on the enemy team. This game is
the same amount as farm as Panda, and almost as much as farm as OD.
Yeah, that's really crazy. I guess the plus side that you could say is like maybe if you're Alliance, you just have to rely so heavily on Loda and OD to be able to carry you through this game, which is kind of a scary thing to have happen.
Loda has Aegis, but they need to use it. Like, okay, you killed Roche, everyone got the gold XP, but you need to make something out of it. Tier 1 tower still standing, and I guess they will just try to force it.
Well, I do like this build for Invoker. Just the classic going back for the Blink Dagger now. Mobility items, just put him in the perfect position to land all of those abilities. And Witch Doctor also picking up the drums, so kind of unique. A little bit of help there to give the OD the attack speed.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit of something tank up, some extra strength, extra intelligence. It's a item that was picked up really, really often. The last patch, now it's really rare to see. Yeah, but that Witch Doctor is just having fun at forest throwing those coconuts. Woo, woo!
But up here in the top lane, Loda brought down to about like 3/4 HP with the Sunstrike and the Illuminate Blast. Thankfully, there's a healing ward, which is just absurd.
Okay, this is what I've been talking about the previous game. Slardar players, this one decided to go for Midas. He had a 4 staff. He had the goal to buy it, but decides to go for, oh, nice blink. He decides to go for Midas to secure the late game because he sees the game's not gonna end anytime soon.
Just ensure it. Yeah, absolutely. And you see that Liquid, they're not kind of going for these items to try and fight right now. The Ags on GH is amazing. Have they caught him? Oh my god, Hanskin.
Yeah, Venge.
Oh god, no.
Venge.
I'm looking for more.
The tornado missed for a little bit, and it was a ballsy play. Just, okay, they didn't have anything to put him down from that cliff.
Yeah.
Venge sacrificed herself for the greater cause.
Well, now you're getting the heals on top of Liquid. You've got the pressure coming. They don't have anything like a mechanism, but with the Aghanims on Coddle, they've got all the sustain that they could need. These creep waves are not going to die easily, and nor are the heroes.
Yeah, and Panda is going for a Lotus Orb. It's really a game-changing item right here, if it's used correctly. Look at all those targeted spells.
Yeah.
Slaughter ult, Imprisonment, Jug ult, Witch Doctor stun, Venge stun swap. A lot of those.
Oh, they throw out the ulti. Oh, don't quite kill off the Loda. It's Glimmer Cape that saves them. Blinding Light pushback. Tornado connects onto 2. That's just going to ensure the retreat. So, Liquid happy with the damage dealt, and now they're going to get out of here. Jonas sort of looking for a fight himself. That was a really nice play there. Jumps across, but now the mana leak is going to be enough to get them back in a way. And now Matumba Man shows up. He's going to end up going down. The meatball, oh, the imprisonment comes out, which is going to save his buddy for a second. But with the Sunstrike fallout, he is going to end up dropping. Now Chase is continuing. Limp is lifted up. The
Oh,
tornado.
that three-man
It connects
tornado.
onto two. He isn't going to be able to get Loda, but that's still going to end up being more than enough for Limp to go down. Loda now starting to drop with the Shrine there. He's going to get some heals coming through.
Still
Glimmer
has
Cape as
Aegis.
well, trying to run away. And he is finally going to
Skin
get
ready
caught.
for-
Now Handskin also turned upon and is going to end up dropping a nice Omni Slash to try and stay alive, but it was
Nice,
never
very
going to be
nice
enough.
Omni Slash on 5 hero.
It was never going to be enough. Loda's going to
Yeah.
drop. He is going to
Glimmer
freaking
Cape.
die.
Never mind.
Super gone. Tornado lifts up on a Witch Doctor as well. Everybody just getting taken down. The full team wipe. Liquid making it work for themselves.
That GH, man, using that blinding light at the right moment, combined with mana leak, and then Miracle using that ice wall just to cut off the whole team. It's just on the high ground, you just can't reach the rest of your team, and that two-man tornado while Panda was on OD, just a perfect coordination in team fights. They're just waiting. You see how patient they are. They're just waiting.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Perfect opportunity for them. It seems like they're behind. They don't have classic agility hero to carry them late game, but they're doing it with sticks.
Yeah. Why not? Make it happen. So Liquid, as has been sort of the theme throughout these entire qualifiers, are looking quite strong and almost up 10,000 net worth. I don't know if there's any other teams in this league that are going to be able to really deal with them. Honestly, I haven't seen anybody really severely test them. The closest that it came was like, I guess that they might have lost one game in the series. I'll have to double back and check, but it was Arborition for sure.
They look so strong, and they're not afraid to experiment with the picks in this patch.
EGM is gone. Tornado lift up. He has the Glimmer Cape. Sunstrike going to come down. Meatball. All right. Not quite on point. They can't find the kill. Glimmer Cape's a good item.
Agree on that one. Miracle getting really close to that Lincoln Sphere, so they can't initiate on him properly. Just Slaughter stun, and that's gonna be it. No
Dire's
ulti,
bottom
no
tower
swap,
is under attack.
no Astral.
Now the tier
BKB,
2.
however, on OD.
I mean, this is going to help them out in staying alive. The one problem I'm seeing is that they're still losing all of these towers without a great way to kill off the side of Liquid. Like, they need a huge Sanity's Eclipse here, I feel like, to really get them back into the game, and just not
Yeah,
sure if it's going to happen.
I don't think we saw one Eclipse whole game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, Miracle wants it. He used his Astral offensively. Yeah, he needs one more
He
to
just
be here.
wants his BKB to be popped, I guess. Okay, Slaughter. Do they have a vision on Slaughter? No.
I think Miracle was thinking about going in there. They had the Necro pretty close at hand,
Radiant's top tower
but not going
is
to go
under
for it.
attack.
Look how farm Keeper of the Light is. He has everything. More, actually more than he needs.
Back for the blink as well. That's actually a really cool pickup as well for GH, because a lot of what that ends up happening is once the BKBs wear off, once the spin ends from Juggernaut, you blink in for a blinding light, and suddenly all of Alliance aren't going to be able to attack pretty much. So a pretty neat pickup for Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, that's why Slaughter is going for BKB. So much magic damage coming out from Liquid. So they need it. They also have one Glimmer Cape, one BKB, and one BKB in making.
They spot Miracle heading this way, and now they actually found, oh no, Loda, they scanned him. He's going to go for the spin. All right.
They got nothing to stop it.
Yeah,
There was a Necro ult, but
just out of
he was
range.
too far. Well, maybe he wasn't if they used those 2 4 staffs with Rubik and himself. I don't know if that was enough.
It might have been, yeah. A little bit late to the party. And well, GH is not daytime, so they just bump heads for a second. And I don't know if GH saw him. He must have seen him. Yeah, if there's the 4 staff out in the TP. Oh! That was close.
So close. If you look at the Loda's item progression, he is has the second highest net worth, but those items are 32-minute mark. Doesn't sound really good.
Yeah.
he has a blink dagger in quick buy. I'm not sure that that's gonna change anything.
Yeah. Also worth noting that they're going to have to come back now and potentially defend against Roshan, but Liquid already on the case. They're going to move in, take down the shrine, and this leaves them a pretty clear path to Rosh if they want to. I don't know if they take it super quickly, but it's probably going to be a little bit too telegraphed.
Yeah, they do take it real quick with Invoker, Panda, Vlad's offering. They have a lot of them. And DD, of course, spawned. Why not?
Bonus points. Now with the daytime, this might be the moment where they attempt to get this objective taking done. GH is going to go and I'm sure get a D ward at some point. This one is a pretty easy peasy one for them. And they will run over here to get this guy as well. So the map going to start to go dark for Alliance, but there is a smoke gank down to the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Liquid knows something is up. Look how they position themselves. It's either they try to go near Rosh, they can come from two sides, so they're standing on the both sides. And they're near their shrine, which is ready.
Big
in
team
25.
fight coming in. Miracle, they break the smoke on him. EGM is up on the high ground, though, and Miracle's going to go for the long wraparound. And, well, actually, no, he's just going to pick up a bounty rune, and then he's going to go for the background. Lota might be the person they initiate on. A little bit scared to go for the tornado. They found him. Handskin going to drop there, and, well, it doesn't look like he ended up getting the added respawn timer, but Lota running away. Manta and jumps out as EGM is going to be force-staffed back into base. So they only end up losing the Venge there. It could have been a lot worse.
And, they committed a bit too much on that kill with Panda ulti. Everything else was fine. They will not have it if they decide to defend the Rosh, but we'll see. I think they won't. 10 seconds on Venge. Yeah, they just use the smoke.
Yeah.
They're not gonna even try to defend, even though Liquid doesn't take it super fast, but fast enough.
Yeah. Tumbaman hitting away. Worth noting that we do also have that Aghanim Scepter on level 3, so 25-second cooldown on Reaper's Scythe. They're gonna send in some illusions of Jug. That would have been real sick had like Lota actually gone in with those illusions and then sniped it.
Killing it with illusions, yeah. Why not?
There you go.
Well, that Necrolite became so goddamn tanky, especially with that Aegis. Plus that 25-second cooldown, you can use it, let's say, 3 times in a team fight if it prolongs. Why not? Balance.
In all things. Well, GH going to continue the outspam on this Coddle and starting to bring in the rest of his buds as it's time to pressure.
Slaughter got a BKB, that's a 10-second BKB, and a second BKB on OD as well.
All right. Maybe this is their in to go there. Jonas not popping it yet, is kind of low on mana, and Michael's going to throw an EMP. They break his Lincolns. Still fine, though.
GH causing so much problems with that Keeper of the Light, with Mana Lakes pushing, just toying with them.
The bottom lane plus side is Lota is pressuring out this side. We do also have the Lotus Orb that's been completed at this point for mind control.
Yeah, he's getting even close to his AC.
Oh, look at that. Mana Leak is such an annoying spell to have to deal with. But Miracle hitting from the low ground. Waiting for that moment. Initiation, Tornado, EMP as well. They're out of mana now. He had to pop the BKB, so Lota goes in. That's a couple of BKBs down. The Deafening Blast kills off the Vengeful Spirit, but they're all out of there now. And Matumba Man kind of flying all over the place with Force Staff and the Echo Shell on top of him. Now Slaughter.
BKB popped on Slaughter. Yeah, they can just toy with them. If you look at Liquid right now, that's the scenario we were talking about before the game. They're just gonna stand here, heal up, mana up, just hit the tower, wait for the opportunity for them to come in, wait for them.
Crush. Oh, the counterplay, though. Good initiation. They're going to be able to get on top of them there. And Jonas dropping low is going to get saved at the last second by Limp. And a lot of damage. They're still lifting up onto Lota, though. And that huge Deafening Blast comes out, pushing everybody back. Killing spree for Miracle. The BKB has already been popped. Now, can they actually kill off Matumba Man? No! Ghost Shroud. It doesn't do enough damage. He has too much damage. And now they drop the ice wall, back out. The downside is it is nighttime, so they're not going to get heals anymore from the Illuminate, but still, tier 3 is being taken.
They will have enough heal once he gives him mana.
They send back the Coconut as well, going to bounce between EGM and Limp. But
They
Mind Control,
still have Aegis.
thinking about going back in. Miracle is all ready to go and just takes down the barracks, back out. Easy peasy.
What's the timing on Aegis? Like 1.5 minute?
2 minutes left, apparently.
2 minutes. Yeah, my inner clock is ticking.
Yeah. You do have hand skin. I mean, everybody is just so poor right now for Alliance, and it's right now a 20,000 net worth lead, almost 20,000 experience as well. For Alliance, is there anything besides just going for a big smoke gank?
And they need to try to go from behind, get a hand on that Necrolite, maybe try once after the Aegis is done, just try to wrap around them and try to insta-kill them with those Blink Daggers. Slaughter blinks down, Jog ults, that's how they need to do it. That's the perfect scenario for them, but...
They have a Mjolnir on Jug. There's like a lot of damage potential if they can just get that, sustained lockdown and potentially big Slardar crushes. It's just Liquid are playing it so safe, they're never giving the opportunity to have that opening.
I was meant to have this fortune.
Yeah, that Mjolnir's gonna deal a lot of damage, but they don't have enough sustain at the moment. That Jagger is squishy, only 1.6k HP. He went all in with, let's say, damage items. He had to.
Yeah, and it's understandable. Glass Cannon is pretty much the only thing you can do at this point. But other things, Spell Amplification is there for the Necro. OD, it's usually a big spell that you can get out the same as Eclipse, but against all of these in-heroes, it's really not been able to be that effective. Needs to be able to get like 7 or 8 right clicks in before it happens. Now with the Aegis down, does this change the dynamic of the game at all?
A bit, as I said, they need to go on that Necrolite, but I don't think they will find the opportunity. Maybe
They're on top of them.
there
All right,
it is.
Crush. Oh,
There
but he
it
got
is,
off the
but-
Ghost Shroud. He's not going to end up going down right now as they instead almost bring down Jonas. The
Nice play
stun
by
was there, but
Kuro.
not the damage. And now Sunstrike coming in. Can't quite kill off EGM as of yet, but should end up falling once this Glimmer Cape wears off. Tornado lift up, and that should be the death of him as he lands back down to the ground. Panda ulti chasing down Jonas. They're going to have another lift in 1 second. There it is. Up, and then Dispel Magic for the... Actually, they can't do that, so he's hanging out for a minute there. There's the Deafening Blast.
There
Wicked
it is.
6 streak.
Blast Refresher, Orborn, Invoker. They're just gonna seal the deal right now.
Time for some magic.
BKB popped. Alright, that will make it easy for them to fight in the base. There was a really nice play from Kuro. When Matumba Man had the Maledict on, he stole Astral Imprisonment and put him down right at the time when he needed to take the damage.
That's pretty sick. Oh, God, it's daytime now, too. I don't think that there's anything Alliance has left to do here besides just type GG and finish the game. Like, this is
Yeah.
it's over.
If I was Alliance, I would say good night, but the day just came in, so...
Yeah. All the barracks down. Limp, one last hurrah is going to try and hit some people with the sheep stick. He ends up astrolating himself. The Lotus Orb was there on Mind Control, and now they throw out EGM ulti, Matumba Man, Ghost Shroud. Everybody backs back out again. They swap in Matumba Man. I don't think that this is going to end up being enough of a kill, and turns on to Handskin. So much regen going to come out on top of this. Is Deafening Blast,
They
double
got
one. It
him.
doesn't actually end up hitting. They did kill off Matumba, but he buys back, wants to party some more. Miracle throws out the Tornado, and, well, Sunstrike as well as Alacrity. A couple more hits, blinks away from the right click from Limp. He is going to not
he
find that
lives.
kill, though. So, somehow,
Shrine
Limp
used.
making it happen. Kuro looking for the kill. GG's called. It's over.
GG.
Wow. That was a pretty dominant display by Team Liquid. There are several moments where Alliance were putting things together, but never completely sealed the deal. What was your thought? Was this more drafting, or was this kind of just straight up outplay?
It was a bit of outdraft. They don't have anything to control and contest that push once they get all these items up on Team Liquid side. It was a little bit, they pushed him a little bit back once they got a few kills on Invoker and on Necro and on Panda, but in the big picture it didn't really matter. It was just delaying the inevitable.
Star Ladder I-League Star Series Season 3. We're going to be taking a look at the EU qualifiers. Final game of the day. Liquid facing off against Alliance. The perennial classic, one of the more looked forward to matches whenever it ends up happening. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Lacoste. How are you doing? We saw Liquid kind of stomp the yard a little bit with Alliance in the last game. Are you thinking we're going to see something different here?
At the moment, I think Liquid is showing a really strong performance. I don't know if Alliance can keep up with that. I hope they can for the sake of all of us. We see Fish being picked up by Team Liquid. GH, just a monster on that hero. Those 2-3 men crushes, just turning the fights around for them. As it goes for bans, Liquid just banning that Luna. They know LOTA loves to play it, and they just insta ban it. Same goes for Lone Druid. That hero is either banned, and if it's picked, it's on the winning side. So that's how strong that hero is.
Yeah, it's hard to deal with that guy, and harder still to deal with him if he would have had something like the Slardar to back him up. But obviously, if you end up giving away the Lone Druid, you get the Slardar yourself, but not a trade that Alliance are willing to take. Instead, they're going to go for that Dazzle Ember Spirit combination. Ember Spirit, to me, is feeling like one of those other heroes that can just really take over a game in a way that few others can. But Liquid are going to answer with the Disruptor. Do you think this is a good response to the Ember?
Yeah, it is. I was surprised at the Dota pit. They didn't seem to have an answer for that Ember Spirit, even though in the later stage of the tournament, the hero was picked in the first. It was a first pick hero overall, I think, and no one was picking up a Disruptor. That hero just shuts down the Ember, but they still have a Dazzle. Maybe Alliance will ban out an X. Okay, they won't. Team Liquid likes to go for X if enemy team has Dazzle, which is a counter, you can say.
Yeah, definitely. If not in like the early laning stage, once you get into that slightly later stages of the game. But, well, also going to be banning out the Naga Siren. It does still leave open the Alchemist, but Alliance are going to run the Pudge. We have seen some safe lane Ember from time to time. I don't know if it's really a LOTA hero or not, but Pudge is well taken. Do you think this is... Do you like this answer for maybe the Disruptor?
Pudge answer for Disruptor?
Yeah. Pulling people out and away from that whole combo.
Yeah, it can work, and Pudge can pull the creeps on the off lane, so your off lane will have a really good time. There's a Batrider. Interesting pick. We were saying how Batrider is out of meta, and I think we saw him every single game.
Yeah, right.
Besides last one, yeah. Well, sometimes we're wrong as well, people. We can't predict 100%.
You know, I will mention that this lineup, that Team Liquid has run this, I think, 2 other times in their qualifiers, where it's a Slardar and Batrider dual aggressive offlane, and it is so hard to deal with because you really are just going to be able to dive them almost continuously. And if you get 2 stacks of sticky napalm up, you basically just have to back off because Slardar can run at you and crush, and then they're going to be able to dive you under tower. So I would be a little bit concerned at this point for Alliance. How do you think you would deal with something like that? Do you just need a super survivable safe lane like Juggernaut maybe, or?
Yeah, I agree. What you were saying, that Slardar and Batrider is going to be an off lane, probably such a strong lane. Maybe get the Nikes. LOTA loves to play it, and it's a counter to Batrider. Plus you can't crush him. So that lane, Batrider, Slardar, they need to get level 2 fast. If they can't get it, it's gonna be so. We'll have to see how that's gonna work. There's the Darkseer and Ember combination. Navi had it 2 games ago. Yeah. It was really good until one point. Then it just dropped.
10 seconds
right.
remaining.
Well,
because they couldn't find those mid-game fights. But it's really a strong combo. So much damage coming out.
Yeah, and this is something too, just sort of general draft strategy-wise, where there's only one hero that does what Darkseer does as far as helping Ember, but you can either go for the Juggernaut or the Lifestealer to help to deal with the lane that Team Liquid are throwing at you, or maybe somebody else that we haven't considered fully yet. So yeah, taking that hero who's just going to enable them. Also, Pudge with Ion Shell on top of him is terrifying. That sounds like so much damage if he manages to hook somebody.
Yeah, alliance heroes are really good if you start chasing them. If you get one pick off, then with Surge, Ember Spirit, Hook, you have so much to chase them. Team Liquid has one as well in Disruptor and Slardar with Glimpse and Sprint. It's probably going to be a Ember Spirit mid lane, because on tri lane with Pudge and Dazzle against Slardar Batrider, he doesn't work that good against Batrider.
Oh, and an anti-mage gets picked up. This is a hero that we haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of. I don't think that we've actually had a game from him in Star Ladder. Do you think he still has a place in this patch?
Yeah, we saw him at Dota Pit one game. Not sure who played it, but they won. OG played it, if I'm not mistaken.
5 seconds remaining.
Pretty much after the 30-minute, he solo won the game.
Reserve
So
time.
what is it about him that sort of made it so less people choose him, but they can still find value? Like what is it about this particular game or that game that made him so good?
Because he needs so much farm to become viable.
Okay.
And it's if you get power treads and let's say 15-16 minute middle battle fury, after that you still need some more time to get items. Aghanim Scepter works amazing on him. Maybe not this game. There's not much of a single target spells that he can
Liquids turn to battle.
redirect.
I guess if you
Only Pudge.
if you used it on Pudge though, like that would just mean
Yeah.
that he would be channeling it, right? So
Yeah.
anti-mage would be channeling and probably still. I guess you could cancel it at that point.
It works that way that it's like a Lincoln Sphere plus Lotus Orb. You block it and you return to
Right.
original owner.
So what I was saying though is that like if you did that, then that would mean that Pudge, you would still be in place there while channeling it against Pudge.
No, you would.
You'd
Get
be able to move.
dismembered. No, you would get dismembered as Pudge,
Okay, interesting.
and the anti-mage would
10
move.
seconds
All right.
remaining.
Well, Omni Knight is going to be the pick now for Team Liquid as
5
another
seconds
strong element to this. So this is going to be a Bat Rider mid then, I'm assuming, or is this Miracle Anti-Mage?
It might be an anti-mage mid actually.
Yeah.
Against Ember Spirit, burn his mana. Hero is useless,
All right.
and you can't. I mean, anti-mage you can kill him with maybe Searing Chains, but I don't think it will work out. That hero can be actually made on anti-mage. I think it will be.
Well, this is certainly squaring up to be a very interesting draft. We've got Chaos Knight as the last pick. His second appearance. I haven't seen this hero anywhere. Nobody is picking Chaos Knight right now, pretty much, at least in the EU scene from what we've been watching at Star Ladder. And they end up taking him 2 games in a row. Obviously, last time was with Na'Vi, but it's going to be an interesting game. What are your predictions as far as how this is going to go?
Well, I think it's going to go in favor of Team Liquid. They have more complex lineup, have decent early game. They have great mid and especially great late game in terms of Omni Knight plus Disruptor plus Anti-Mage and
Matu
Slardar.
For battle.
Second.
Matumbo Man is playing Omni Knight, and we've got Mind Control on Bat Rider.
Okay, they're swapping positions. It's gonna be Omni mid, judging by the items. Yes, it will. Poor Man's Shield plus 2 tangos. It's mid Omni. And Miracle. It's so cool when you have those versatile players that can play pretty much anything, swap the roles.
God. Yeah, and Alliance are going to be thrown for a bit of a loop here, I'd imagine. Guys, try it in your pubs. We got some Omni Knight mid action. It'll be great, I'm sure. No problems at all. Well, we've got Loda down here on the bottom side. He's going to be playing the Chaos Knight. This is a terrifying lane to me. Handskin pudging people forward, and the hooks, the rots, also the stun from Loda. There's some kill potential here.
Yeah, Pudge, really popular hero these days. Got buffed through 6 patches.
Yeah. For me, one of the big ones was when he ended up getting the rot slow at a constant duration, regardless of level up. So that was pretty great for him. Oh, they're moving in to try and contest the rune. Loda stepping up to it, and Matumba Man is going to be forced back. Doesn't want to end up committing that first point for Repel to head in, and probably would have been a bad idea anyways. So Alliance end up taking 2 bounty runes there. Should get the third in short order.
Antimage is gonna have a fun time at the top. He's just gonna free farm, especially versus that Darkseer, who has no stout shield. Went for Iron Talon build.
Yeah. Do you like this choice?
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, once they burn his mana, he's just trying to go here. He's gonna get some levels.
Yeah.
We'll try to go jungle later on if it doesn't work out well for him.
Do also have GH that can wrap around and try and do some damage to Limp. It might be a bit tough. They need to whittle him down over time here. Matumba Man trading hits and such, but I'm sure they'll have done the math and figure out what the right timing is. Maybe at Omni's level 3 when he has 2 points in Purification.
Well, I think he's just gonna go now, try to harass him a little.
Okay. Yeah, punch him in the dome. Why not? Make it happen. So,
Bottom lane, Batrider just forced to go to jungle. Can't stand on the lane against Pudge, Dazzle, CK.
oh, he's going to lose all these stacks too. So no sticking ape. Oh man, that's a really tough one for mind control.
Yeah, this Batrider's gonna have a hard time this game.
Absolutely. Well,
He
Miracle.
won't be able to come to lane anytime soon.
This lane is so frustrating to play as for Jonas, and it looks like they are still going to be able to get a ton of denies. If I remember correctly, wasn't Miracles like one of the first heroes they really started playing like crazy? Was Anti-Mage? It was that and his Shadow Fiend, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh.
Well, GH just stealing the rune, trying to maybe predict the movement of Darkseer. If they go on him, he would probably Darkseer thinks I'm gonna go to the shrine.
Yeah.
Maybe try to go on him, but he wasn't that low. He's gonna try to steal a creep, and he will do it again.
Nice. Well, GHA now. You know, I'm going to mention this just real quickly. After the Liquid win the other day where they ran the Sniper and the OD, there was a tweet by Matumba Man. He was just like, of just a bunch of 9K people is GH trying to get the courier. He's going to end up dying to the sprint. He is going to not get it. Oh,
Nice.
first blood drawn by Jonas somehow. But he was tweeting about how it's like, you know, they're just running around doing silly stuff as 9K people. And it was like, it feels like whenever Liquid are playing these games, they're having a lot of fun. They're experimenting. They feel like they're untouchable. And that's a cool place to be playing Dota 2 from.
Yeah, I agree on that one. If you're really confident and you have a good... Oh, nice hook.
Not so confident anymore. Repel, body blocks, maybe in some trouble. Once this wears
Someone's
off, they're going to be
TPing.
able to
Let's
do it.
see.
Limp
It's a Slaughter
making the
TPing.
play. Can they do it? The turnaround. Limp is going to end up going down to some. Matumba Man ends up falling. Somehow Limp is going to walk away from this one. GH
gonna
always
die as
wants
well.
to die. No, he's going to end up falling too. First the Courier, now the Ember. It's all gone wrong for Liquid.
Wow. GH died twice.
Yo, all right. Handskin has
row.
been playing a great Pudge, by the way, too. Those 2 hooks through creeps both times.
Don't think the second one connected. The first one did. The second one I don't did. Not sure.
Okay. Wow.
Well, Loda is having a good time bottom.
Yeah. I still am concerned though. Like, so what's the problem with CK when we're playing in these games? Like, what do you need to be concerned about or worried about? Is the hook in? Oh, nice little pick off there. All right, Handskin, nicely done.
Wow. For CK, he needs a lot of farm, and if you're playing from behind, that hero doesn't have farm potential. Like, he needs to hit one creep at a time. Doesn't have any spell that gives him a lot of GPM. So he needs to have other heroes doing good in other lanes, take some towers, and he needs to have a free farm, maybe even buy a Midas so he can compete with other heroes such as an anti-mage, for example.
So it's not a hero where you would necessarily want to go for like a fighting items and try and farm heroes. You
Yeah,
really
you can
have
go for
to.
fighting items if you want
Okay.
to end the game real quickly. but he needs something to transition into late game as well. He scales very well.
Right.
That's why.
We can see they're all setting up down here in the bottom lane. Top, there's some more shenanigans going on as Miracle is facing off against them, but they're all going to coalesce onto Loda. They glimpse him back in. Kuroki found him. Damage being dealt out. The 1 second stun, not enough. And if he's not careful, they're saving the stun from GH as well, which should be enough to be able to get the kill. Crush. Oh, they pull him back in. And it's not going to be enough there. It does look like Hanskin's still going to get ran down, running through the Firefly. EGM healing him up from the other side. And
Dazzle doesn't have a grave. Okay, he just left
there he
level 4.
goes. And they might be able to find a kill.
He'll try to suicide, yeah, but Dazzle's
looking okay for the moment. Loda jumps back in. He only gets another 1 second stun there. You only have one level. He has 3 points in it and still getting the minimum stun duration. That's why they call him the Chaos Knight. So everybody gets out.
Dire's middle tower is under
well, it's either you get a lot of damage and less stun, or a lot of stun and less damage. That's how it works.
Right. So currently CS board looking pretty much all Alliance at this stage. I mean, at least the Batrider is really been hampered. That's the big takeaway here. You compare him to, both the Ember and the CK, and they've been having a great time so far as Darkseer is forced back and away.
That patch kill on Anti-Mage really changed a lot for them. If you look at the Anti-Mage farm, he's on pair with Chaos Knight, but look at the Darkseer. He's on top 1 as well. Top 1, top 2,
Yeah.
constantly changing.
I'll pull back in. Kuroki gets the stun, is going to be able to get the kill. GH and Mind Control here trying to deal with them, but Limp is showing up as well. Chains connects onto one. Hook a little bit off the mark.
A little bit of misplay.
That's not what you want to see, but GH still going to be able to find that stun. Another really long duration one, and that is going to be another kill going back the way of Alliance. So, very contentious start to this one. About a 700 gold swing, and a lot of it going into that coffers of that CK as bottom lane. More action. Mind Control hooked back in, and they find that kill too. Man, Alliance they've shown up to play.
Yeah, 7-1, they look strong this game. What I feel is teams that can play Pudge, I think those teams can pretty much beat anyone.
Yeah.
Like, just land few good hooks,
middle tower is under
and
attack.
you're good to go.
Right. Limp, he's trying to man up against this. He needs to be really careful. If they get a good purification off, Limp is just gone. One of the nice parts about Omni Knight, obviously, is that pure damage. We'll get a rune as well. So next couple of minutes here, what are we going to be seeing from each of the teams? Is there anything that kind of stands out to you?
Disruptor needs to get level 6 so he can be efficient against Dazzle and that Ember Spirit. I think Liquid's just gonna take it slow. They don't have that much of any initiation or gank potential at the moment, so they're just gonna play it slow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Alliance gonna be the ones who will be playing aggressively. Oh, look at the bottom lane. Pudge
Yeah.
with speed and a missed hook, but still gonna die.
Yeah, nice little combo there they pulled together. And it was looking scary for a moment by Loda as he dropped down very low, but Hanskin's already been able to build up into this urn, so nice movement in, and I'll end up being okay off the end of it. This movement by Kuroki, I don't think that they can do much to Jonas. Like, Miracle has taken a ton of damage over time.
There's one TPing.
All
Yeah,
right.
now. I see.
This should be the kill. He does still have the Ion Shell on him, so they pull him back in into the crush, and
Anti-Mage's got ulti up, so he's gonna blow him.
oh, they dropped the wall, but it wasn't on top of Miracle's head. That might have been enough for the kill with 1 or 2 swipes, but he probably could have blinked away anyways.
Pudge looking to get that level 6, so they can kill that Omni Knight easily. They're gonna use the Shrine. Oh, it feels so good to use Shrine on like 3 or 4 people.
Oh, yeah. Value. Value, value, value. Mind Control still heavily hampered, the second lowest net worth in the game below the Slardar, and it's feeling like he is just not going to get his Blink Dagger in time. This has been, by all accounts, a pretty disastrous laning phase for Liquid. 4,000 net worth into the favor of Alliance, and it's looked fairly easy too. I don't know if it's just the drafting or what exactly has changed.
Well, it's a high. Their tri lane, Alliance's tri lane, has really high kill potential. If you look at it from level 1 with just Rot or maybe even a hook if he wants to skill it, plus Dazzle, Poison Touch, plus CK, you can't stand on the lane against that. Oh, let's see what's gonna happen.
They drop the ward, limp there, chains are there, the hook is gonna follow, and there's the first dismember of the game used as they take him down. Matumba Man shows back up, so they don't have dismember to try and take him down as Flame Guard, or rather the Remnant away.
Yeah, Kuro being level 5, a bit under leveled at 11 minutes, not getting level 6. He's gonna get it now. Or no, he moved from the XP.
And they're actually thinking about going back in. Hanskin doesn't have enough mana to make this work right now, so not exactly sure what their idea is outside of just using a hook after the stun. Maybe they can kill off Kuro at that point. Going
They're
for the
smoked.
tower deny?
They know they're denying a tower.
Oh god, no, they pull him back in. Kuro going to drop off of this one, and they still are TPing back into the tower. Crush onto
they still
Limp,
have a
and
shrine there.
they're
They
going to be able
used
to
it.
do this, doing a lot of damage, trying to find the kill. Disruptor, Dismember is going to kill
But there
off
are
that
only 2 of
Slardar.
them.
They pull back in Mind Control. He's gone too. So they lose Handskin, but they take down 3.
Really nice play from Alliance there. Use smoke. They saw tower was deniable, and then they decided to go in. Darkseer has a mech ready, which is gonna help them a lot in those pushes. They can dictate the tempo of the game right now.
Oh,
With Pudge being level 6, soon 7.
I just
And
noticed
that
that
mech.
the EGM build as well. He's going for 4 points in Poison Touch. It's not often you see that. What do you think about that build?
Yeah, it's a viable build. A lot of people try to go with what other people do, but I like because it's stacked in a new patch. The 2 poison touches they stack, so 7 seconds cooldown, and the duration is 10 seconds. So you still get that extra 3 seconds plus Medallion of Courage. He's really fun. He's oh my god, he's 504.
Yeah, he's had himself a hell of a game. And here's the big thing. Eventually, level 25 talent, minus 6 second cooldown. There's the dream. But
Well, just throw those poison touches.
absolutely.
What it's one second cooldown poison touch,
Yeah.
so you can have 10 stacks of poison touch.
Oh,
Legit.
God. Well, this right here, they dropped the Static Storm. That was not the one they were hoping for. Jonas is just like, well, I got a shrine right here. What are you doing? Get away from me.
Well, let's get back to 1 second poison touch.
Okay,
again.
all right. You want to talk about that some more?
Well, if you get 100 cast range, maybe get Ether Lens.
Okay.
All right.
Just spamming it out like crazy. Why not? Oh. Well, that's some T-Tours right there. That is an Omni Knight dead in the middle lane. So a little bit off mark there for me as I was trying to check some settings. And it looks like Miracle is going to be able to get into that Battle Fury pretty shortly. Poison Touch, but it's just going to be annoying.
Well, you asked why Anti-Mage is not a popular pick these days. You see this hero has a hard time. They're gonna lose tier 1 towers, maybe even tier 2 towers until Anti-Mage comes into the game. And even that, if he comes in, makes a mistake.
Oh, and Mind Control down bottom. They just surged forward, Handskin, and they find another kill. Killing spree for him. This is just domination.
Pure domination, 15-2. This Omni Knight mid is not really paying off. 0-2-0.
Yeah.
Well, they only have 2 kills, so...
I mean, it was decent in the laning stage, though, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tough one indeed.
Oh, Liquid is far behind, but...
Oh,
nice
my
hook.
God. All right, G Gonna get ran down here. They have the wall. Vacuum onto 3 of them. Static Storm again only catches 1, and it's Jonas, and it's really hasn't even caught him. Loda takes down Miracle as well down here in the bottom lane while all that action was happening. So not only do you not win the fight without their carry there, you also end up losing your own carry. Just a dumpster fire of a game right now for Liquid.
Yeah, plus you're gonna lose the tower and your wall is dropped. I mean, Static Storm is dropped. Oh, that hook. That not a good timing for it. Hey, it's easy to set up hooks with searing chains, and then just hooking right after that. They should just stick to it.
I mean, you know, I almost feel like you can't completely blame Liquid for this as far as performance-wise. Like, the draft was a little bit off the mark. Maybe the CK pick they weren't expecting as hard of a, you know, heavy hitter in the laning stage as they saw, but I think
it's not about. This is not about CK. CK is
okay.
free farming.
I'm trying to get him off the hook here, man. Look, I was doing my best.
This is all CK. No, CK will come in later in the game, but it's Darkseer plus Pudge and some good Dazzle plays on top of Ember Spirit as well. If you check the scores, you'll see 604 Dazzle, 107 Ember Spirit. It tells a lot.
Yeah.
Score doesn't mean anything, but if you only have 2 kills, well then it's a different story.
Yeah.
16-minute Battle Fury. Still decent timing.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is it would be a lot better if it wasn't for all the deaths that have been going on his team, and he's 1-3-0. But we'll be able to get that tier 1 tower. There's going to also be another one taken by Liquid. So maybe you end up looking at this situation. If they can somehow hold on for another, 15, 20 minutes, the game does start to change. As the hook pulls back in onto GH, he's Gonzo. And they take
really
the
nice
tower.
play from Pudge all game long, hitting those hooks. What you said is true. If they can drag it for 10, 15 minutes and the anti-mage gets some items, they can still win the game.
Yeah.
Batrider is getting close to his Blink Dagger.
Never give up, never surrender. It's the way of life. Guardian Greaves, though, on Jonas, and taking a look at some of these other items, the Lotus CK. I don't know if I've seen a CK win a game of Dota 2 in a long time, but he's certainly well on his way to do it. Is there any other sort of big pickup for him that you really like? Is it, I mean, Echo Saber seems to be the call.
He's going for Echo Saber, but I don't know if it's a right pickup for him. He can always go for Manta. BKB here, it's optional. Maybe he can even consider going for a Diffusal Blade for that. Oh, never mind. My bad. You can't purge.
Oh, yeah.
Repel anymore. Oh, just out, so it's pretty useless. Well, classic tank up build with heart later on.
You know, I gotta say that at least for the moment, Miracle has been able to catch back up in terms of net worth. He's on even standing right now. Yeah, like this is what you are expecting to see, but not far as ahead as you would like.
That's why I said the CK needs Hand of Midas.
Another hook. Handskin has just been a terror in these games, and now the TP is trying to show up. They are going to be able to break the TP of Matumba Man. No repel used, and is going to end up paying the price for it. They're going to be able to glimpse away one, but the chase continues. GH down. Kuro going to be able to walk away, at least for the moment. Wait, was he? Did he get the vacuum back? No, he didn't. But they take down Omni nonetheless. And over here to the side, the chase could have continued there.
Pudge deeping bottom. Let's see if they can kill Anti-Mage. Oh, he knows they have a vision on him.
Yeah. Oh.
Ether lands on Pudge, getting, let's say, close to his Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this is all going Alliance right now, and we're getting dangerously close to a meme as well with the score screen.
Still 2 kills only on Team Liquid. Yeah, you see the talent trees on Chaos Knight are really good. You can. It depends what you want to build. We saw Chaos Knight with Helm of the Dominator. Then he, instead of 7th int, he goes for 15 attack speed. If he skips that, he goes for 7 int so that he doesn't lack mana, which he gets from Helm of the Dominator. Same stats, 6 + 6 + 7. So it's really cool.
I love these types of builds. I noticed it a lot on Weaver as well, where it's, you know, you can either go for survivability through your talents, or you can go through survivability through items with something like a Lincoln's, and then just build straight damage items if you go through it through your talents. So I like the way that a lot of these talents have been implemented.
Yeah, it brings so much to the table. You don't need to get a certain item, but you can get a talent tree instead of that.
Yeah. Well, it does not feel right now like Liquid want to fight. I am.
Yeah,
I'm
they
going
just
to-
want to.
They're backing the hell away.
Yeah, they
Oh,
just want to dodge it as much as they can.
top lane though, they've caught Miracle. Oh, that creep!
Oh,
The
that
value creep. They throw down the static sword. Actually, they might be able to turn back around into this. Handskin taking some damage. They throw it out. They are going to be able to get that kill. And there's going to be Ember jumping
nice
back
play from
in.
Lane.
Lip making the plays happen. He has the Iron Shell on top of him, and well, GH trying to crush away. They're going to be able to glimpse Limp back, but they do still find that kill. Matumba on the other side. Nice juke by GH, but they are still going to chase. He is very low and no TP for him currently. We'll see if they can cut him off. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Limp as a master was quite a display.
Anti-mage close to his Manta style. I think that can change the fight. He just needs repel.
Yeah, like hypothetically, they can kill these people. It's something that's
Hypothetically, yes, but
Yeah. nuts.
somehow they're not managing to do it.
It's very tough. Very, very tough right now.
606 Dazzle with 1 level Grave and Solar Crest. It's not what you see every day.
Well, that's that's a hero and a half. And now Kuro has Static Storm back up. You start putting this together with the Manta style of Miracle and a big mana void. There's potential there, albeit pretty hard. Just another Ion Shell there on Handskin.
Dazzle trying to put a ward in their base. It's gonna mean a lot for them. +1 sentry, so Pudge can hook people out.
AM doesn't have a TP that's off cooldown for a little while now, so the rest of them are going to kind of come back in waves. This is making what is already going to be a very tough defense even more.
They don't have a vision
clunky.
on that Pudge. They don't see where he is at.
Now, there's the hook. Ooh, just off the mark. Matumba Man not able to find it. Now they do have a better idea. They place down one of these wards. Mind Control could go
Oh,
for the
they're gonna
lift
go.
up. Thinking about making it happen. Miracle is here as well. They pull back in Handskin. No 4-step. Oh, and
nice
he's not
reaction
there.
from Lim.
He is still going to be able to go up. They drop the Static Storm onto 3. Is it going to be enough there? The Vacuum Wall, though, also going to be able to turn it back around. They pop the Shrines, trying to stay alive, and doing a lot of damage. GH, another good crush. They also get off the Omni ulti, and Loda pops his ultimate. It's
No one dying still.
It's-
Still 0 deaths.
I feel like this is going to end up favoring Alliance again at the end, because all of those big ultis were integral for them to be able to find the kill.
Yeah, everything was dropped. Even Guardian Angel, Static Storm. Yeah, they're just gonna take the Rexes.
A hook.
Oh,
Good dodge away. The crush connects onto Loda, and they jump with Miracle onto the back line with the repel there, trying to see if they can find a pickoff, but Handskin found the real one, and GH, not long for this world. Loda is going to end up dropping.
Oh, he died.
That's going to end up being a pretty rough kill. So they trade off the carries 1-for-1, but Aegis, pretty
He has
good.
he has a buyback ready. He's not gonna do it. I think they're just gonna leave this Rex to fall. It's not gonna make any difference.
Chains going out. They do have the glimpse back, just trying to create any separation possible. Good blink awake by GH, but feels very tough for them to get anything done. They also dropped the Earn charge on top of GH, so he can't blink and chase. So Alliance making it work for themselves, and now they drop the weave down. EGM throws the poison touch onto GH. He's going to be stunned in a second here as well. Loda is not going to take nearly enough damage. Now Handskin chases after Mind Control, and this should be a kill. The hook is available. Actually, no, he's out of mana for it, but still Mind Control dead.
Yeah, his last few hooks were not on point. He was either creeps or his teammates, but still they're managing to win the fights. Even GH died to Limp.
Yeah. This is pretty messy now for Team Liquid. 20,000 net worth and almost 15,000 experience into the lead for Alliance. All the hopes and dreams left on Miracle. It is only one lane of Rax, and there is no Aegis now either.
A subtle burn.
Oh my god. Does Hanskin know? Are they really going to do this?
Oh, he used Rot, can't blink. Let's see. Yeah, they saw him.
God.
Triple Remnant.
Miracle able to blink out and away.
Styled out.
All right, that was very close to disaster, and they managed to escape. But it is still a heart now on Chaos Knight, and I find it hard to imagine how you stop them in this next round of items coming up on online for Alliance.
CK is so farmed. Even he has more net worth than Anti-Mage, which is really rare to see, considering that he doesn't have any farm ability.
Not even at that level 20 yet with the plus 120 gold per minute. But take a look at maybe some of these talents. There's not a lot that's outside of the norm, it looks like. Everybody is taking the...
Just pretty much normal stuff.
Lincoln Sphere, was that what I heard?
Yeah, for Ember Spirit.
Okay. I can place that down onto Loda as he stands for high ground. Well, not able to find any chains. They have the weave down. AM still farming away, trying to get himself into some semblance of relevancy. As Loda beats away at this tower. Static Storm, integral to their plans to defend the base. Honestly, Croaky should just glimpse the illusions, get some farm for himself. Although I guess that they're going to need that for the fight.
Yeah, get that 10 gold, 15 gold. Well, at least it's something, huh?
Yeah. The plus side to this is that if Alliance do happen to fight when Ember Spirit comes back in for the Remnant, they could glimpse him back out to the other side of the map, and that might be a game-changing moment.
Might be. CK building that BKB tank is gonna tank up even more. They're just gonna go for the next set of racks. Try to land a hook, go slowly.
Yeah. Latumba has the blink too, so he's not going to try and put himself into harm's way at all. And Hanskin just waiting for that opening. Eventually it comes out. Also, no ward at this point. They pull back in their creep.
I'm surprised Anti-Mage is standing in the base instead of trying to push the mid lane. Well, it's hard against Ember Spirit with Boots of Travel. You can just clear it and come back.
Yeah.
But still, he shouldn't be in the base.
So, Loda... I mean, it almost feels as if they're just going to wait for that next round of Roche or slowly beat away.
Phantasm, it's a level 3 right now. Plus, he might get lucky this time, get an extra one.
If Hanskin finds a hook on one of these key targets, all bets are off for Liquid. They pull him back in. Loda, if they can somehow... God, there's no way to kill this guy. They are going to actually hook back in Limp, so not going to catch on to Kuro. The Static Storm is down as well, so a lot of damage being dealt. Down. They get the vacuum wall back onto 3, but still a lot of damage being dealt out, and they also have the Guardian Angel.
Ultimate.
Oh, they haven't been able to catch up to him, though, and the Lincoln's popped because the Ember put it on him. Chasing down Jonas is Miracle, who's outside of the base right now, and nobody else around. They're still backing out. They do not want to end up dropping here as the jump forward crush. GH, Yeah, he's just going to drop there. So they lose their Slardar and now pull back in Matumba Man. Purification, but it's too much damage coming in from Loda. He finally pops off the ulti. And the
that's
buyback.
the extra illusion. Lucky 50.
This is
5
tough.
CKs hitting your base. I think the Rexes are down for them. This is going to switch to mid now.
This is so tough. And Limp is just running at him. Again, a vacuum into 2. Kuroki, he'll get the catch, but they're not able to hook him back in.
Yeah, look at the damage coming out from CK. Just amazing.
Yeah, this has been a really tough game for Liquid as shrines are popped and just trying to hold on right now. There isn't much that they can do. They have found Miracle back by the secret shop, who's trying to finish off the rest of his items and being slowed by the poison touch. It is going to get the stun, the crush, but it might make enough space for Miracle to get out. He gets his evasion. They're hanging on. He's got a butterfly. Maybe this is the item that will turn it all back around.
He got him.
Oh, man. So
1 melee Rex to go.
Matumba Man.
Full HP, 4,000.
They get the Dismember.
HP.
Static Storm down onto 2. Miracle still held in place. They
They're
break
so
the Lincolns here. It's just they're not doing anything. There's no damage being dealt right now. And Miracle pulled back in. He's going to do some damage to himself as well with those illusions. End up finding that hook. Kuroki gone. Miracle gone. Everybody dead.
Yeah,
Alliance will end up winning.
Wow. Really nice game coming out from Alliance. I'm surprised they managed to beat them 33-3. All right. Really nice performance by all of them, actually.
It was a tough showing. I wasn't fully expecting a 1-1, but kind of an interesting result. The 2 games, would you say that was sort of indicative of their relative skill levels, or do you think that there was maybe just like an outdrafting in the both games, or what was your read on it?
Well, Liquid placing mid Omni Knight, that's not what you see every day. He does good in laning phase. He's while he needs some time to kick in. Same goes for Anti-Mage. These 2 heroes are so static. They shut down Anti-Mage pretty hard, even though he had a 15-minute Battle Fury. They didn't manage to find any kills. They got so big on Alliance heroes with that mech and hooks and the veil and everything.
Yeah, it's
but
tough.
I think it's outdrafting the second game and swapping the mid and the carry player and the heroes that they were playing, actually.
Yeah, Liquid proving that you can't just run whatever you want. You got to kind of stick at least somewhat to the meta. It was a little bit nutso there. They had Slardar, but that was about all that they had.
They crossed the line a bit.
A little bit. Well, thank you guys again so much for watching. That's our final game for today. There's more great Dota 2 action that is soon to come up from the NA region, which we all love so much. It's good. It's good stuff. I love NA Dota. I actually love all regions. It's sort of like their own little spice, you know? You like some paprika, that's NA Dota. You like some sage, that's EU. I'm not going to take this